Welcome to Ordinary Guy Garage. I'm Scott, an ordinary guy, and today we're going to do a shop tour, so hang tight. All right, so I've completed what I call phase one of my shop upgrades, and we're going to do a tour of it here real quick. I've depleted a lot of the metal that I was trying to get rid of. And in fact, I think I will put, I had what inspired all of this was the steel rack that I had on my wall over here. Needed to get it gone, and it was a ton of steel on there. So I'm going to show a quick picture of the wall, and we'll do that right here. All right, you can see that was a mess. Good to get that gone, and I've made some really good use of that wall now, and we'll get over there when we start our tour. But you can kind of get a little bit of an overall. The dogs have a really good spot there with their heater. Everything's kind of, it opened it up quite a bit here. So I needed to stop where I was at because two things. One, I was tired of cutting and welding stuff. Like I said, there was a lot of steel to get rid of. And it started raining, so I got to get cars in here. So I guess winter is finally on us. So anyways, let's go for a tour. Okay, so we're going to go over this now, get the tour, show you the completion of phase one here. So my corner up here, got my MIG welder, got my bandsaw, and my cart. That cart's new. I just picked that up at Harbor Freight. In fact, I'll do a quick video later on of a review of that. I still have my arbor press back here. I need to make a stand for it, but that's a project I can do later on. I'm not insulating the front portion of the shop right now, and the reason for it is it's been leaking, and I think I've sealed it up at the top up there. We'll find out. It rained past couple of days, and I haven't had any water come in from there, so I'm just kind of holding off. That'll be on my phase two. Right now, I've done so much work out here. I'm really burned out on building stuff out here, so we'll take a break from that. So anyways, that section's done. We get over here to the workbench area. I'll back up so we can see the whole thing. Now you can see the rack above, this rack up here above. That was one of the last things I built right there. I still have to get up a little bit closer to it here. I put some of these little posts or whatever you want to call them off the side. I got C-clamps up here, got some of the vice grip clamps down there. I thought that was a pretty good idea to stick them on the outside there. I still have to put the boards across the top up here. Not a big deal. And so one of the reasons I'm not painting it right now is because of those. Because I might do some more of that kind of stuff, who knows, right along down through here. I was thinking about putting a post down at that end one to hang levels on or something. So it's a good idea to just kind of wait on it a little bit. Plus it's getting kind of cold and damp right now. It's been, like I said, raining for the past couple days, and it's starting to show winter. So anyway, so that's that one there. Excuse the mess on the bench. I haven't completely cleaned my shop yet. So that's kind of a little bit of mess on my toolbox there too. But that's that wall right there. Now, going to the back wall, I have this in another video where I showed the completion of the back loft with the paint and everything. The top of it is not organized in any way, shape, or form. I just crammed stuff up there to get it out of my way. I'm gonna be doing an organization project here. Probably it'll be an ongoing project as they usually are. So anyways, back in here, I have my, of course, my big toolbox. I have the battery powered stuff there and my outlet right there. And my nuts and bolts and all that can stay right there. That actually fits there pretty good. This is what I was talking about with the levels. I might put a post out of here and hang a couple levels off of there, keep them out of the way. Drill press in the corner, got its outlet right there. S10 motor. The dogs on their bed with their little heater lamp thing right there, so they're kind of settled in and enjoying it. My lathe and bench grinder across the back, and then Got my jacking equipment, so I got a couple jacks in there, jack stands, and of course the engine hoist. Then this over here is part of the reason why we got into it and did this project is this section right here. This is Bean's area. You know, Bean didn't really have a place to work out here. He would use my stuff or he would do stuff outside, and so he now has his own rack. We got to put the boards up there still. And again, I'm not painting it because I might put some posts off the sides or who knows, to hang stuff and do other things. But that's his area. So his engine for the Impala is sitting right there. That's a workbench that he just built, and that's his tool set. Plus some other smaller projects that he's been working on underneath there. The workbench here, I'm really proud of. Bean built this himself. This was his first time using the MIG welder, and we went through our metal out there and found what we had. And of course, we already had the top piece. I've had that for a long time. But the legs and stuff we dug through and found stuff that matched and cut it up, and he welded it all together. So you can see, not bad for a first time with the MIG welder. You know, he's got a couple pretty nice welds on there. He also welded, you know, these in the back side here. So it's welded in here pretty good. He did a really good job. So he's really excited about that. He has an electrical outlet right above his area. So that's pretty good. Now this section right here, I still have to do something with it, but for right now, it's at least somewhat organized. So then this corner over here, I have that rack is, you know, somewhat picked up. Then I have the sink that goes right there. I built that for it. It needs to be finished. It's not connected or anything, but I figure that's probably going to be the spot where I put the sink and the water heater. We have the mini fridge over here, and I don't really care for it. I think it's a little bit too big. I'm thinking about getting a smaller mini fridge and then building a shelf and anchoring it right there above the sink. But I still got to do the walls there, so I got a lot of time to think about that. But the only thing that we haven't done yet, I moved the air compressor from outside, well, from inside. It was in this corner right here. Now it is outside in that corner behind the drill press. So it's all connected and everything. Built a doghouse for it, but I haven't run the air lines yet. So I don't really have any air in the shop right now. So not a big deal. I just got to go buy some pipe, PVC pipe, and I'll rig it all up. So. But anyways, I'm going to move some cars in here. The Impalas, El Camino is going to come in here today and get it out of the rain. And one of the other ones, either the Chevy or the Impala, is going to come in here and we'll get those cars out of the rain. Well, that's going to be it for this video. That's the completion of phase 1 in my shop. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, it was a lot of work, man. I should have taken more video, but I didn't. It was just a lot of work, and a lot of this is for me was just brain time, because I had to try to figure out how I could build the things that I needed to build out of the steel that I had. And you know, I have these plans in my head, so I'm kind of working my way through them. But the end result, pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. This is a long time coming to get my shop up to this point, and I'm going to be doing more. Obviously, I have a lot to finish, but for right now, this is going to get me through this winter, and it actually leaves me with a lot of projects over the winter that I could do. I have some of the steel left on the trailer that I've kind of figuring for other projects, so I'm going to set it aside and label those, or just remember, hopefully I can, what they're for. You know, one of them is the lathe is too low for me. You know, I try working with a lathe and it hurts my back, you know, after a while, because I got to bend over a little bit. So I'm going to raise the lathe up a little bit, and the stand for the arbor press, and you know, just a few things like that. So that metal is going to get put aside, and then I'll probably still junk the rest. I'm pretty much there. I've gone through a lot. That rack that was over here, that steel rack, has built the beans area right here. It's built this loft across the back. It built his bench. It built that over there. It built the doghouse out back for the compressor. It built the gazebo that I had a few videos. I didn't do a video on it, but I showed it a few videos back. Built a gazebo out back. The metal for that, and I still have a bunch. And I've made like 3 trips to the scrapyard already. So, and I'm gonna take another one today. So anyways, that's about it with that. Thanks for listening to me go on, and thanks for hanging out and looking at my shop. I hope you like it. Got any input, go ahead and tell me. I'm always looking for it. And make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, tell your friends, all that. And I know I've seen a lot of new subscribers come on there again, and man, I'm so grateful for you guys. I appreciate every one of you. And I will see you next time, and until then, stay safe.